What's going on, good people? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Y'all know, oh my good Lord, have mercy. It's Wednesday. It ain't just Wednesday, it is Wind Down Wednesday. And y'all know what time it is. Yep, it's 6 o'clock. So we came to you this week at 6 o'clock, and we're going to be with you next week at 6 o'clock. So hopefully we'll be back at you with 6 o'clock. Got a couple of things out the way. We had big weekends all weekend. Everybody was doing whatever they were doing. We had a great time. Life is good. God is good. It is all good. So welcome. It is Wind Down Wednesday, and we are here about to bring it to you. What's going on, sister? What's happening, Denise? What's happening?
Not much. It's Wind Down Wednesday. Y'all know how we do it every single week. I'm excited. I had a great time celebrating you this past weekend. Oh my goodness. It was spicy.
Yes, yes.
I just
It,
want to say, sis, happy Wind Down Wednesday.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. I can't even wait to ask you how your week was because we're gonna get to that part. But let me tell you something. So you know what was it? Saturday night. See, the whole weekend was just like jamming. We just partied the whole weekend. We really did. But Saturday night at Code 51,
hey,
baby,
they was in there.
it was lit. We were in there. Brother was on them turntables doing what he needed to do. I mean, when I say the party was jumping, there is nowhere in Cincinnati have you ever seen two DJs mix the way they mixed on Saturday night. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say to that one. What's up, Netta? What's up? Thanks. You know,
What up?
it's Wind Down Wednesday. It's Wind Down
Hey,
Wednesday. I'm still trying to wind down from the weekend.
it's
Uh,
gonna be a while. It's gonna
let
be a
me
while.
take let me take that back. I'm trying to wind down from February to now.
Facts.
Because I mean,
Facts.
Pisces month started in February, so we kind of been going every weekend for a whole month, and I still ain't stopped yet. So, we got to do what we do. We here right now on Wednesday. So, how was your week, Janetta? How was your week?
Yes.
Okay, so my week started off wonderful because it started Sunday, which was party hardy day, picture taking day. A O A A O A. Then Monday I went to work. Tuesday I went to work. Wednesday I did not go to work. That is today. So my week has been beautiful.
Okay, you didn't go to work today. Are you playing catch up? Because we've done been going from here to here, back over there, back to here. So you took off the day. Are you playing catch up like with your body and all that other stuff?
Actually, I wish I did, but I didn't. A good friend of mine, she had a little procedure that was supposed to go on today, and I had already took the day off. They called it last minute and they canceled it, so I just kicked it with them for a little bit, and voila, I'm on my way back into the house now.
So you kicked it with your boo thing today. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm talking about. Every once in a while, you got to
You,
do that.
she got to
You
get
know?
that back end right now. She got to get that back into the garage. You know what I'm saying? She got to get that
Right.
pull in right.
Hey, Denise, that's facts. That's what we call that, facts.
Got to get it right.
You
So
gotta
look,
have concentration when you backing in.
hey, got to make, hey, Shanice, got to make sure you know how to back it up.
That for sure.
Facts.
And stop it right where you need it.
I'm
Exactly.
about to
You
run
can
into the
already
house so
know
I can
who's
wind down with.
they don't get half. This is the mild version.
The mild version.
You know what
This is the clean version.
I'm saying?
That's what it is, the clean version. But so, Shanice, how was your week, sis? How your week?
Oh, it's going. Not too bad. I wish the sun was out. A little gloomy, but hey, we bring the sunshine, so I can't complain with that.
Right. I get it. I get it. So, is it spring break yet?
Um, Next week. So my daughter, her school had a fire last week. So she been off since last week. Yeah, the school burnt up, kinda.
Shut up.
Yeah, so they've been off since last Wednesday, I want to say.
Sycamore burn?
Yes, they had a fire, but they was able to give everybody out. Nobody got hurt.
Well, that's
Um,
good. Listen.
yeah, so they went on and it was like, you know what, just stay off until they break. So they won't go back until April. So
Right,
it was
right.
on the news and everything.
I missed it, you know.
Yeah.
I guess I did miss it. My bad. I mean, because I was partying the whole month, the whole week, and everything else. You know, I missed all of that. Did not know the school caught on fire. My goodness.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of
Renovation.
redeveloping.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. So
Yeah.
something happened when they was doing that, and yeah, but everybody got off safe, thank God. And so yeah.
What up, brother?
Hey, Phil.
What's up,
Hey,
Phil?
brother.
Thanks for tuning in. How your leg feeling? Listen.
Right. Hey.
Look, we don't even want to know how that knee feeling. We don't even want to know. Because, you know, everybody was dropping it like it was hot.
I mean, hopefully you got it propped up somewhere. Hopefully it's propped up.
Listen, brother was breaking it down. You couldn't even tell he had a bum knee. But I'm praying that it went well. I hope your knee feel good. As long as you're enjoying life and having a good time. We all up above ground. So we can't ask for nothing more than that right now at this point in time. So, you know, thank God for being alive, you know, because it could be worse, but thank God it ain't.
Yes.
So that's where we at. So my week was lovely. It's been great. I am on a wind down for a few, let's see, since, what's the day? Hey, I can't even keep up with the day.
22nd.
Okay, Wednesday. I just said it's wind down Wednesday. So I'm on a slope right now. Only to pick back up tomorrow and hit it again, and then come on a slope again, come down. But other than that, my week been good. I'm still celebrating life and enjoying having a great time. And I think you know, I just want to say I appreciate you guys. I love you all. Thanks for being there. You know, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for, you know, showing love.
Of course.
You know, not just me, but I think it's to everybody in there.
Oh yeah.
Look, I bet you did have too much Tito.
Me at all.
We could tell you had too much Tito on Sunday.
What me?
But the good thing is you did not have to go to work Monday, brother. You did not have to go to work Monday, which was a good thing. So, because I'm telling you, if you'd have went to work Monday, I think you'd have been in trouble.
Hey, when that side piece came on, what knee?
Hey, that's the signature right there. That's the signature. I think everybody got the signature dance down. You know, one hand up. Hey,
that's his song right there.
That's his song. His wife Joy even got it. Joy even knows. Joy gets up and dances off that song. Who in the world? His wife getting up and dancing with him on that side piece song.
On the side piece song.
And she got the dance down.
She
know, Phil, that
that's my shit.
It's 2 for 1. That was 2 for 1. She's the wife and the side piece.
2 for 1 on the same day. The song and Joy on the same day. That's the darn. And Joy even got the dance down. She even know how to do the dance. I was like, she know when to come in with the dance, because he come in with that.
That arm up.
Girl, yeah, he come in with
You're
that.
in trouble with that arm up.
Hey, she knows to come in at the same time he come in with. I was like, Lord, jeez. But you know what? That's what I'm talking about right there. That's my brother and sister that love each other, and I love them too. So we had a great time. I think everybody had a good time. I'm glad everybody, you know, enjoyed themselves, and we all got to kick it, and that's what it's really
We had
about.
our professional photographer.
Yeah.
Shout out
to yeah.
She was doing her thing. Get over here, move over, scoot over in the middle, stay right there.
Shout.
I'm glad you had a good time. I
had a great time too.
Yes.
Glad. Yeah, you know, she and all of the 1,000 pictures that were taken though. You know, every
Yes,
say cheese.
Yeah.
That was in all of them. You know,
in the scene and behind the scenes.
In fact.
And we ain't gonna hold it against her either. You know what I'm saying? Because
it was like
creating memories.
It was creating all 600 photos.
Right. It's like
that part.
Did somebody say picture?
Right.
You know, Just take a picture. Just take everybody. It's like my face got that. I can't take it off. You know, it's like
the Joker smile. Yeah.
I got so many things in my cheeks because I'm smiling too much. I smile all the time. Over smile. Got the wrinkles in permanent marks like cheese, you know. So hey, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. You keep smiling.
That's for sure.
Smiling. If you stay picture ready, you don't have to worry about it because we gonna be picture ready.
That's for sure.
What's up, Taj? What's going on?
Hey,
Thanks for tuning in.
Okay, we're gonna get down to the nitty gritty. Netta. Okay, so if y'all here, I'm near an airport. If y'all hear the airplanes, please excuse the airplane.
She on location somewhere. I'm on location somewhere. No.
The sun is shining. It's about 77 degrees. So I'm, it's pretty good right here. Ain't no rain. So
don't rub it in now.
I'm just saying, it ain't cold. I'm gonna take off the jacket, but I kind of like the way bringing a little color. So it's like I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying life. So God is good. It's all good. Let's get down to our topic. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want you to tell me. We all got friends. We all have best friends. We all have associate friends. And then, there are some that's no new friends.
Repeat that one again.
I came with her.
That are no new friends.
There you go. There you go.
We roll. No new friends. We're not doing that. So the question is, with your best friends, out of all your best friends, and Netta, you got to help me with this because, you probably can, say the question. Out of all your best friends, which one of your best friends do you think is better? Is it the male or is it female? Is that right, Netta?
Yeah, so, that's perfectly said.
We all got best friends. We all got best friends. And our best friends are the opposite sex sometimes. Mm-hmm. Which one of your best friends is better? Is it the male or is it the female? It's kind of hard for me to say. So out of your best friends, we all got best friends, but I think sometimes we got one bestie, like a bestie. Out of that person, which one is better? You got a male, you got a female. Which friend is the better friend that you have in your life? Is it the male? You ain't got to say their names, but is it the male or is it the female? And if so, why?
I'm gonna go first.
Go on first.
So I enjoy all my friendships. Please don't misunderstand me. But I really more enjoy when I'm having an issue with that person, the male side of the friendship. Because they don't get into their feelings and make it all about them or whatever the case may be. They ready to resolve. They ready to get it understood and resolved. More like the females, they want to, argue points and blase, causing it to, almost end to me. That's just to me, and that's only when I have an issue with them. My female friends, they great friends until there's an issue. So yeah, that part. What you say?
Phil said male for me. He's a male friend. I'm gonna agree with you because for the simple fact there are a lot of men, women, really platonic relationships, and I think it brings a different type of balance. Because that male perspective, it just gives you a different view. You know what I mean? Especially if this is not a male that was once into me or ever liked me, but I can get like the real truth from, a guy's perspective. So I think the male-female best friend relationship is really cool because he can let you in on a lot of things that you wouldn't normally know about guys. You know what I'm saying, about dudes. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I just think that's super cool. I mean, as women, like you said, emotional. We all don't think the same, but for the most part, a lot of our deals, especially if we in friendships, we're friends with people that's kind of like minded, like we are. Mm-hmm. So with males, I think it's just like the total opposite.
It's easy.
Like, yeah, like he want to be cool with you, but really he just want to hit. And I'm gonna tell you XYZ, like, you know what I mean? Like they really get down to everything. So
Hmm.
I'm gonna say that male female best friend relationship is just it's super cool.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I totally agree.
Where'd she go? She disappeared.
So that baby having technical
Yeah, I got,
difficulties.
I had to change up. I had
Oh,
to
okay,
change
okay. She had to change her background scenery.
yeah, because the airplanes was causing me not to be able to hear. So,
Yes,
so Phil said, it's the males for him.
yes.
Phil says, Tuck, you don't count your family. Now I can't count my family. I'm gonna tell you why I can't count my family. Family is different. You know, family be ready to beat folks up on your behalf. I'm not saying that I'm not saying your best friend can't either. But family is different. Family is I don't know. It's just and I don't tell my family everything, and that's another thing because you can't tell your family everything because once you tell them, then they start feeling some kind of way, and
Hmm.
some things you got to leave them out of. Me personally, I think for me, this is for me. Every situation is different, and when I say that, because I have women that are best friends, and I can tell them everything, you know. But then I got male friends that I can tell that same stuff to, you know. Granted, my male friends not trying to hear if the sex was good or the sex was bad. Now my girlfriend, on the other hand, she gonna hear it and she gonna give me a different perspective, or it just depends on what you say to them and what the situation is. That's the way I see it. But I have male and female friends that I can say the same thing to, but just get a different feedback. So which one is better for me? I really can't say that I have one that's better than the other one. It's just that they give me different advice. They give me a different perspective and a different outlook on different things. So that's how I mean, because I don't know. Although Phil says it's men for him, and I get that because you can't trust me. You say something to me about my sister Joy, I'm busting you up in your head.
See, that's what we mean by family getting physical.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what
what.
I'm saying? And it's friends that get physical too, you
Hmm.
know, as well. But you know, again, I just go back to it's a special friendship to have a friendship with the opposite sex, and there's nothing like there where they can really just say, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like their viewpoint is different because of the exposure. Like a male know another male, you know what I'm saying? Like us females can read a female. Like you giving them that female feedback, and they give you that male feedback. So I mean, I just think that's super dope. Cause like you said, you know, with your girlfriends, it's certain conversations that you have that you can't have with no guy, you know. So
Exactly. Because there's some things that we as women talk about to each other. There's no way we'll talk about that without to our male friend. But do you? Because see, here's another thing. Sometimes there's a competition between people too, and I don't think it feels there's a need to be a competition between women. Got it bad. Women got it real bad. Well, I
Yes,
thought you
they
was
do.
my best friend. Well, no, I thought you was my best friend. If I'm your best friend, I'm your
getting
best.
possessive, like possessive of the
Yeah.
person.
Phil said, but most of his male friends are 30 years. Yes, Phil, and that makes a difference. That's a huge difference. You know, I can't say somebody my friend and I just met him 2 years ago. I'm sorry. I'm
Well, and you know, friendships got to be tested, tried and true. You know, you can't unless you don't really been through a knockdown, drag out. You can't really necessarily say that that person is your friend because there's going to be a difference of opinion, and that's okay. But how are you getting your point across? You know.
right. Because when I first met Netta, it was at the Wise Owl, I think. And we were like,
What you was sipping on, Netta?
yeah, Netta don't drink.
Water,
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
It
water,
was at the
water.
Wise Owl
With a little lime in it.
because one of my purses, that's what I'm gonna call it, one of my purses at the time is her friend, like boom, Ace Boom Coon friend. So we was kicking it for some reason or whatever out at the Wise Owl, and her and somebody else rolled in, and it's been oof, it's been a minute. I don't know how long that's been. It's been a minute. So that's when I first met Netta. So then after, over the time period,
Facts,
you know,
facts.
yeah, Phil. We know she the little sister with the big mouth.
Hey, don't
And
get
I
me
also
started,
know
saying.
when she when she 50,
And it is what it is.
you got to
Call
tone
it what it is.
you 50 got to tone that down though, because she's 50 now.
Why?
Because when
That,
Mm.
you turn 50, you got to turn it different. You got to flip
living
it
life.
different.
We don't
No,
tone that down.
that's when you really don't care. Like,
You shouldn't care anyway. You shouldn't care no way.
I mean, yeah, clearly,
But when you get
don't shush me. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
no,
Don't
no,
don't hush me up. We ain't doing it.
don't shush me. I said tone it down. That's what I said. Yeah, she gonna keep it. Phil, we already know she's gonna keep it 100.
100.
Gonna keep it 100. But getting back, I think that women, and it's a difference, like you said, Shanice. It's a difference between possessiveness, and truth. I mean, because why you got to be possessive? If we real good, true friends, I shouldn't be jealous of you. I shouldn't feel some kind of way about you being, connected to Netta, or I mean, because friendship is true friendship. But when it comes to having those deep, dark conversations, who are you gonna have it with? Who do you feel better to have that conversation with? The male or the female? Your deep, dark. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious.
Right.
And her husband, go Pete. I'm gonna keep it 100. And her husband, exactly. But
The two are one.
yes,
Thanks, Phil,
the two are
for his
opposites.
serious self.
Opposites do attract.
Balance. That's balance.
Mm.
So who you gonna express that to the most? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Will you express it to your male friend more, or your female? But
Right.
every situation is different,
Yeah.
and I don't think my mate or whomever should feel some type of way, which sometimes they do, because I may have a close bond and a close relationship with Phil and Perry. Why they always this and why they always that? You know what I'm saying? But you knew them. I introduced you to them. I told you who they were. They're my dogs.
Facts.
And I do tell Phil and Perry a lot, a whole, probably more than I should tell them. But they're my boys. Now I can call them my best friends. They my brothers too. Cause I
Right.
ain't got
And they go get it real, and they're not even just that. Like, a lot of people don't like that because they don't want to be exposed. You know what I mean? Like, that's been a thing too. Like, and I'm like, if you friends with a person or somebody new coming around, like, they need to be around certain people, especially the special people, because those things gonna be exposed.
Right.
Whatever
Right.
you trying to keep hidden or whatever, it's gonna be out there. Oh, I know this person from XYZ. You know what I mean? Instead of, oh, I'm talking to this person, or, oh, I'm friends with this person. This person is new, and I'm gonna keep them away from everybody. Like, nah, bring them around. So, you know what I'm saying? Somebody may know them. Somebody might know something you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Share that light, whether it's your male best friend or your female best friend. Bring them around so it can come out.
agreed. My thing too is I think whomever they are, because your best friend is supposed to know you, like know especially if they've been around you, like Phil said, they've been around you for like 30 years or whatever. Or if they're around you for 5, 10 years, they should know you. They know every move, they know what twitches you and what don't twitch you. You should just know each other. And if you don't, then
Houston, we got a problem.
are they your friend?
Right.
And then
Have you been through a few knockdown drag outs? You know what I mean? Have you been through, your opinion is this and my opinion is that, and you know what I'm saying? Let me respectfully hear what you're saying, but I ain't about to change your mind, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really call somebody your friend until I fell out with them for real.
right.
And they're like, you know what? You right. I'm just gonna call it what it is. I messed up, da da da. Or, you know what I'm saying? Same thing on their end. Like, it's so easy for people to walk around and say, this person my friend, this person my friend, but what have you really gone through to test that word friendship?
Right. And here is my like Sunday when I had my party, right? So I had somebody that's close to me because you know what you want on your day. You know how you want to do. This is your thing. You put this together. This is
Mm-hmm.
how you want it done. So how is it that somebody else gonna try to come to me and say, when are we eating? Well, we eating at 6 o'clock. Or why we gotta wait? Because I'm hungry now.
It's always one. There is always one with the dumbest foolery.
Did
I
you
know what
see
the other question was.
what's that?
Do you think friends take friendship for granted?
Of course, look at this hair.
Oh yeah.
Can I get my hair done?
If you don't leave it alone, it was fine.
Yes, they do. I do think that they take it for granted. I mean,
Yeah.
the question is why?
Well, because of comfort. You get comfortable with that person, and you know, again, you take for granted they're gonna always be there, or you gonna be able to always do this because that's what you've always done. You know what I mean? Not necessarily consider the person, and they be maybe forgive me, but it may be that one time. Like, listen, I know I ain't never said nothing for real before because I ain't want to do this or that, but don't do that again. I don't like that. You know.
Facts.
But it's just you get comfortable. Some people just get too comfortable.
And I think it was just like Sandy was about to explain. She had a friend. Everybody know the rules. We all her friends, some family or whatever the case may be. So everybody already know how Sandy is, right? We come to the party. Her friend asked her like, "What time we eat?" She tell her what time we eat. Well, I'm hungry now. Who cares about you being hungry now? We gonna eat at this time. But this woman still go over and eat something,
Oh
and I'm
no.
like,
Oh no.
that's taking friendship for granted. You know what I'm saying? And I just
It's
personally I didn't like that. I almost tapped her on her shoulder like, "Bitch, get out of here." But I just, it was Sandy Day. You know what I'm saying? People can think they hard, but I would have had to, go out and knock around real quick. But that's Sandy friend, so I just
I
left
just
it
I
alone. But I paid attention to that.
I think that's very rude. It's very distasteful. And I think a lot of times I think
Oh no, you know.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. What has happened is this individual probably has done this a lot and nobody's really ever probably checked them on it. And so that's why they continue to do it until they get with the right person to check them and say, hey, that's really inappropriate for you to ask. This is not your event. So even though you ready to eat, you just got to, I'm sure the whole room was ready to eat, but starve, pretend to have some grace, have some tastefulness, have some class about yourself. But again, they may have never been checked. They walk through everywhere and nobody speaks up or says anything to them because they don't want to cause a problem. That person probably has never been really pulled to the side and had a conversation with like that. You were really rude, and that was very inconsiderate. This is not about you. And so until that's had with that person, they gonna continue to walk through other people's parties trying to do the same thing.
And I agree. I totally agree. My thing is that I think they do take it for granted. They take the friendship piece for granted. They don't know. I don't know. And I'm not saying I'm all that in the bag of Grippos, but then I'm gonna say I'm all that in the bag of somebody's chips, Grippos, and everything else, potato salad, you name it, I'm all of that. But if it's your day, I'm not going to interrupt your day. I'm not gonna feel some. Here's what I also say with friends. If you my friend, then you know me. Then you know how I act. Then you know what I expect. Then you know what to look for. So at the end of the day, why are you acting the way you act when it's you do take it for granted? I agree. It's that kind of friendship like that people take for granted because y'all know me. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm not gonna be bothered by people. I'm not gonna let people bother me with the things that they say and do because I'm all about having fun. I'm not going. The negativity is not going to take away the positiveness that for that day. So I'm gonna keep it moving. But had somebody else said something, then I don't know how that day or how it would have turned out. I really wouldn't care, but I do. That's a good point now that you made. That's how people take things for granted. I agree. Friendships.
That was selfishness, just like flat out. Like that was in consideration because all you thinking about is just the pit of your stomach. There's a lot of stomachs in here, and I'm sure you're not the only one that's hungry. And so, just some tastefulness and some class. I mean, personally, I mean, we all mature adults. Nobody was in there in their 20s, so it's just like, have you been to classy events before? Like, common sense ain't common though. We can't say that it is like we used to.
Right.
So,
So my question to you all, have you ever had a friend to take like who you consider a friend, take your friendship for granted?
oh, definitely, yes. And I had to let the person go. Because at first they didn't feel like they did anything. And so for me, it's like if we're in a friendship and like I might not agree with you, but I have to respect where you're coming from because if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. You know what I mean? Like I can't change it, even though however I maneuvered or whatever wasn't my intention to hurt you, scar you, harm you, anything like that. And I may verbally say that, but emotionally you don't feel that. But when I'm coming to you and I'm saying that, and you're just like, well, you like, well, I don't really feel like that, and I just think like it shouldn't be like that. Like you got to consider in a friendship, you got to consider how the other person feels, whether you agree with it or not. And so when that didn't happen, I just was like, this just really wasting both of our time. Because why wait for something else bigger to come up when you've already let me know that whatever the situation was, whether it was big or small, it meant something to me. So yeah, I had to let that go.
So my question too, Chanice, so you had a friend that took your friendship for granted, so you cut them. So how many years had you all had that friendship before you cut them, before this incident took place and you had to cut them loose?
Ooh, that's I want to say maybe 7, 10 years, something like that. It was to the point where like I wouldn't even thought that this would have even been an issue. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like they, how you in a friendship, be like, I feel like the person like they really know me, but I guess obviously in that capacity in that situation, clearly they didn't. And it wasn't until like years later that they end up apologizing, like, you know what, I'm sorry, XYZ. But that was all that I wanted you to say at that time. Like, I just wanted you to understand where I was coming from, not agree with it, but respect it. And we couldn't come to that. And so it's just like, well, why bother?
But it's unfortunately the whole thing about it is, unfortunately you lost the friendship between 7 and 10 years because she didn't feel the need that she needed to apologize to you. Now that friendship is on. Here's my thing when I say that to say this. Well, then was she your friend in the first place? Because at the end of the day, if you my friend, I'm gonna apologize to you. I'm gonna say I'm sorry. We're gonna go through this battle together and all of the other stuff. If I offended you in any way, then we're gonna need to fix it because you just don't throw 7 to 10 years down the drain because you in your feelings and you feeling some kind of way and you took my friendship for granted, but you can't say I'm sorry, then we're not friends in the first place. How about that?
Yeah, I agree with you because it's like we friends and I date your ex-husband. Like it was
Mm.
one of like them type of situations. Like, excuse me, And so I'm just like, yeah, like how did you ever think that? And that's just an example of like the level that it was on. Like, how did you ever think, knowing me, that's okay? Like some things are supposed to be an unwritten rule, but clearly you can't say that no more. Like clearly you gotta A, B, C, D. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Because some people they just really don't get it, and it's not the amount of time. Sometimes people just selfish in friendship. To be quite honest, I mean, the kind of friend you are to somebody, don't expect that them to be that to you, if that makes sense.
Make a lot of sense. It's the same. I can't expect your friendship with me to be the same that Jonetta has with me. I can't. If anybody goes in to think that we all gonna have that same type of friendship, you full crazy. You know, um, Do I think you take my friendship for granted? Absolutely not. Do I think Janetta take? No, I don't. But have some taking it for granted? Absolutely. And they're not my friends. That's why I continue to say no new friends. I was talking to my brother today on the phone, and we was talking. He told me, he was like, sis, you need to write a book. I said, yeah, no, I thought about that. I said, but at some point, I need a ghostwriter. So when I get that, why not have the same expectations? I think we all got those expectations, Phil. But
So
wait a
I,
minute.
I hear you, Phil, but you can't expect that because it's just not realistic. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I might be a gift giver. You know what I'm saying? Like birthday, holidays, Christmas. Like every time something come around, I might give you a gift. But as that friend, I can't expect that you that kind of friend too, because that might not be, you know what I'm saying? That might not be your thing. Like that might not be your, and it's love language. I feel like it's love languages and friendships too. And so mine is just, I want to give you a gift every time I think of it. Yours, you know what I'm saying? So I can't expect, because that's how I want to give to you, that you should give to me back that way. Like that's not realistic. And if you expecting that, you're gonna be disappointed a lot. And that's just an example.
So what you got to say, Netta?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like I kind of agree a little bit with Phil with the expectations. I feel like if I know how to love you as a friend, you should definitely know how to love me back, right? Now I don't feel like I agree with you, Janice, on you can't love me the exact same, but you have to know how to love me, period, right? So in friendship, we've been knowing each other for 10, 12 years or however long we done had this little friendship or whatever, and we have a fallout. Everything good, we one of the same when we cool, but when we have a fallout, then everything blowing up on some different stuff. I don't know if I can call you a friend.
Phil said that's not true. My true friends give and take are pretty much the same. I put emphasis on true friends. I'm with you on that. But Phil, let's say this. I'm gonna say this, and I ain't trying to offend nobody. We do the same. We take care of each other. This is the way I see it. You should take, if they your true friends and they know how you roll, they should take care of you the same way you take care of them. The unfortunate piece, everybody don't have deep pockets to buy a diamond necklace. If I bought you a diamond bracelet, I shouldn't expect you to buy me a diamond necklace, a $3,000 ring, because I spent the 3,000. The expectations for friendship is totally different. It's a whole different outlook. It's a whole different, because I don't care, because you know what I like. My friends know what I like. Y'all know what I like. You know how I roll, you know how I do things. My expectations are totally different when it comes to my true friends. I mean, absolutely totally different. I don't expect you to do for me the way I do for you. I don't. I expect you to love me, like Netta just said. The love that I give you to you, then you pour that love back into me. That's all I ask. I don't ask for nothing else. And I don't want you to be fake about it. I want you to be real about it. I want you to be 100 about it. And I want you to be able to put me in my place when I step out of line. So, and the different thing is, money isn't let's hold on, Phil. With some people, it is.
And that's what I'm saying. Like it shouldn't be, but a lot of times friendships are based on material things, what my friend is giving me, and etc. And so that's not everybody. But if that's your level of friendship, that's your level of friendship. But friendship, if I need you, I'm in the middle of the night, or if I need you, like I know that I can call and say, hey, can I get you to da 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 da? And it's like, it's no questions asked. Like, you're there.
That's 100. That's the true friendship I'm talking about. If you get out of your bed for me, or if you knocking at my door in the middle of the night because something had happened, and I'm letting you in because I'm there for you, and vice versa, that is friendship. Because I ain't getting out of bed for everybody. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And you can't knock on my door because I'm not gonna answer. I'll be looking at you through the camera, and I'm not still going to, because I didn't tell you to come over my house. Because I love people, but when I say friendship, that's what I'm talking about. We gonna ride or die together. And money is different, but some people do. I'm telling you, they try. It's like they've got to keep up with the Joneses. You got to keep up with, and it shouldn't be that way at all. Period. But we were talking earlier, and my brother was telling me, what I should do, and my cousin was just saying she had to go back in there. I was about to get her to come in and give her input. She said she had a friend that took her friendship for granted. I really wanted to know how, and what did she do? Are they still friends? Because think about it. If they took you for granted before, will they do it again? You know what I'm saying? If they've done it once, will they keep doing it? And then if they keep doing it and it's allowed for them to do it, then what? At what point do you cut them off slowly? Or just cut them off. Because y'all know I'll cut somebody off in a minute. I don't care.
Quick. I feel like if my friend took me for granted that first time, I'm going to check them, right? We're going to have a conversation. Now, you do it again, and I let you slide, then that's on me. You feel me? Because obviously that first check didn't register. So now I'm going to have to let you go. Because you ain't going to, eventually I'm going to get mad. And then it's going to be a fight or, it's going to be a blow up. So instead of, because you are somebody that I do love, right? So let me love you enough to let you go because you keep breaking lines.
But like Shanice said
Absolutely.
earlier,
Absolutely.
Like Shanice said earlier too, some people don't have just think about it. The situation that we were just talking about, sometimes it is about class.
Fact.
And some people don't have that type of class or level of class that you have and whatever else. And so they don't know. So if they have never been taught and never been shown, even over the years, and then you could see it, you can see that they don't, then what? Because you can see it. You can clearly see.
Agree with you. Not in this situation. That baby knew what she was doing. She knew she was taking that friendship or whatever relationship y'all have for granted. You told her what time it was to eat. She still like, I'm hungry, and still went and did whatever she wanted to do anyway. And she know you. She know you know.
And even in and I feel like too, even in friendships, you have to create boundaries. Like there was no boundaries for her. She just, okay, I heard what y'all said, but I'm about to do what I want to because my stomach is hungry. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have been mad at her if she drove up the street to Wendy's and grabbed her a fry and ate it and then came back.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Just like a little tastefulness, a little grace, a little class. Because we done all been to events and we done been hungry, but we weren't bold enough to walk up there and I'm gonna fix me something anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's embarrassing. She embarrassed herself.
Why everybody there ain't like she did it before everybody got there. She did it while everybody was there because I saw it. I ain't talking about something I ain't see. I saw it. And I'm like, do I need to go choke this bitch? Okay, Jonathan. I just walked
like, who does that? Who does?
A person
Sandy, you know that now. You know that's just like you DJing. And you got the event, they done paid you for the wedding, and you got this one person that keep coming up, no, don't play that. You should start them off so they can be able, and they trying to tell you what to do. Sweetheart, you didn't pay me to play at this wedding. Go sit down. Go sit down.
That part. That part. And the thing about it is, once I said we eating at 6, I went on about my business because I wasn't even in there where the food was. I believe I was out on the other side because the band was getting ready to play, or the band was playing. So I was out on the other side with the band when they were, playing the music. And so I wasn't over there. So I didn't get to see that part because I know me, had I saw it, I would have been saying, I would have said, didn't I say we ain't eating till 6? But I wasn't over there. But I did.
Security saw it, which is me. Your security saw it.
Yeah, the picture taker saw it.
Facts.
Hey, her ass was everywhere. You hear me? Mary and Suge Knight, the female version, was out here. You know what I'm trying to tell you?
Facts.
She was taking a picture, in the picture, securing the table. You know what I'm saying? Got to be everywhere.
But
Got to be. Gas to be.
And that's unfortunate that we do have individuals that's a part of our lives that will take advantage of certain situations, and that was a situation that they probably felt that they could take advantage of because my attention was nowhere over there. You know what I'm saying? So, and nobody else was over there watching or making sure things were handled correctly or whatever. Because even when I was picture taking, they was picking like little small items like the veggies and all that other stuff. And so shoot, after that, I'm gone to the other side doing whatever, but I didn't have time for all that. So people do, it's unfortunate that individuals do take friendships for granted.
Yeah.
But I cannot say that I have a female or male that are one is better than the other, because I have some phenomenal friends in my life that are my best friends, my best friends. And I tell them everything. If my booty got a twitch in it and we talking, I'm gonna be like, man, my butt got a twitch in it. Because I can talk to them about anything, so to sit there and tell them everything that's going on. Yeah, I'm more than likely I'm going to tell my female best friend everything, but it's not saying that I can't tell my male best friend the same stuff. Does that make sense? That's what we're talking about. Today is Wind Down Wednesday, people, and I'm somewhere on location. We came at y'all like it's 6:00 tonight. I was about to say I was on a different time zone, but I ain't. I'm on the same time zone. But it's been a great week, and friends are hard to come by. And people look at me like I am crazy when I say no new friends. I mean that. I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart, because heck, I'm 58. How much more room do I have to include? You can be an associate. And we all got people that play different roles in our lives. We do. Do you call them friends? Do you?
Everybody ain't a friend. No. Friend should mean something. If I call you my friend, that should mean something. If you look up the word. We have associates. That's not a friend. Just because I can socialize with you from time to time or whatever, that don't make you my friend. Friend is a friend.
So let me ask you two something, because you all are married. I don't have a boyfriend, fiance, live-in mate, a Stedman, or none of that, right? So my question to you all, how do your husband, and Phil, if you're listening, you can chime in with this too. I pretty much probably know the answer. But honestly, is there anybody that you call a friend, now a friend, that your husband don't think they're your friend?
Is that male or either or?
I'm asking you all as wives, and your husband know who all your friends are, whatever, right? They know who they are. Is there anybody that your husband would say she ain't your friend?
Yeah. It's been some people that
not currently. I'm with Janetta, but not currently. But there have before, like, oh no.
He has his choices of people, like, that's your friend, that's not your friend, or whatever. But for me, I have to just be me. So until they cross lines and I see it, my husband really don't get that choice to make choices for me, as who I choose to be my friends.
But if Phil said, Joyce said, none of his friends that she know of, or she hadn't said that about his friends either. But if there's someone, because we get vibes, y'all get vibes, women get vibes. If he has this feeling about somebody that he doesn't, I'm not saying he has a choice, but he has a voice.
Mm-hmm.
And his voice is to make sure that you are protected. and that you are okay, that you're all right, and you're not deceived by your friends. If he can see that or sense that or know that, then what? Because sometimes they can. Phil said back in the day, oh yeah, he had, oh Phil, I know, trust me, had plenty, I'm sure. But if he can sense that and he thinks that, then what about that part?
I just be feeling like I don't have them around him enough for him to be able to sense anything. That's just my opinion. And so when he sense something, I can't really relate to it. I can't really understand it because you're not really around them. You know, you may know, or if I tell you something, then you're gonna take that and run. So I can't really allow him to give me an opinion off of somebody that he really don't be around.
Shanice?
That makes sense. I'm gonna say no. Like no, not at all. I just, I feel like as you mature, right? Um, there are certain people that just fall away because you're doing something different than they are. It's not you trying to hold on to them or they trying to hold on to you. I just feel like seasons change, and sometimes with the season changing, people may change. It's gonna be some folk that will stay around, will be around friendships, and it's some that that will just gradually fade out. So, I mean, now currently, I can't say no.
Let me ask y'all this question then. Out of your husband's friends, is there somebody that you feel is really not their friend? And they say, that's my dog, that's my cat, that's my whatever, is there anybody that you can think of out of your mate that you can say they're not your friend? They're not his friend.
For me, it's a no because you know how my husband is. No new friends, just like you, right? So the friends that he do have been friends for since they was kids. You know what I'm saying? And I love them. They're my brothers. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's not many. So, no, I don't place my judgment on, his friends. I don't do that.
Yeah, I'm saying no too. It's not anyone. I feel like a lot of times too in relationship, like you can be, it's okay to be a spouse and observe some things and see some things and possibly say some things, but sometimes you just gotta let you say your piece, and sometimes you just gotta let it play out because it will play out. And it's just like me growing up, if it was somebody that my mom didn't like, that what I'm saying, then they couldn't be my friend. It's just like I raise my kids total opposite of that because it's some little girls that I don't want to choke up and grab them by their hair, but my daughter got to learn her own while she's young now what friendship really is, what it means to get into it, or have a disagreement, so that as she gets older, as she gets to be an older teenager and adult, she knows how to maneuver through what a real friendship is. And so I stay out of it. They fall out one day, then they cool the next, then I just sit here and I hear it. So I feel the same way with any relationship. Like eventually that person will show you their true colors. I mean, if I see something, I'm gonna say something, but at the end of the day, that's your relationship with them. So you have to choose on what I'm saying, what it is that his tolerance for stuff is totally different from mine. I don't got a lot of tolerance for foolishness. So, if I see something, then I say something, but at this time I can say no. But if I've seen something, I said something, then you gotta let it just play out how it's gonna play out.
Absolutely.
I agree. I totally agree. Which is why I'm serious. I don't know why people, I have associates. I have a lot of associates. My best friends and my friends, that's who they are. And I don't use that word loosely. It's like, you're in my circle, you're in my circle. Do not mess it up. I'm not saying I'm all that, but I'm all that. I'm all that. I can make things happen. I know a lot of people. We love each other.
Facts.
So don't mess up the circle once you get in, because then you ain't gonna like them, then Netta ain't gonna like them, and then Phil ain't gonna like them, and then my other people ain't gonna like them. So it's gonna be like a roller coaster, a domino effect, and then you trying to get back in the circle, and that thing's still going around, and you can't jump in. So I'm sure everybody on here, you feel the same way. Don't mess it up, because once you mess it up, you cut. I mean, you ain't in, but you messed it up. So do you also feel like you need to talk to your friends every day? Your besties. Do you feel like you need to talk to them every day?
I'll go first. Yeah. I don't feel like I have to talk to them every day, but sometimes I do talk to them every day. You know, it's not a have to thing to make me know like that's my best friend because the love is already there and we already know our position in each other's lives. But a lot of times, people saying, "Come on, now I'm the life of the party," so people love talking to me. I'm gonna make them laugh. I'm gonna say something goofy or something. The conversation gonna go well. So I want to talk. I want to keep talking to her every day. Hey, okay, hello. I can't.
No, I don't feel like I have to talk to them every single day, and I'm not the friend that feels some kind of way if I don't talk to you every day, because I understand that life happens, things happens. Some of us have kids, some of them don't. Some kids is grown, some kids they still in the home. Phil said, "Bonetta, what's up with the picture with the turtleneck?" I came with him.
See, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Phil, he asked me like,
That's
"Would you
a
take a
long
picture with me?"
Phil.
And I'm like,
And
"Well,
we'll talk about it. Hey Netta.
RuPaul."
Hey Netta. We
Pull it
will
back.
talk about it. Yeah, we'll talk about that at a different time. That's a different show.
He being
show.
disruptive. He being disruptive right now.
That is a different show.
He being messy.
What should people wear is a different show. When you get a certain age, what should you wear and not wear is a totally different.
You definitely
That's
it is.
next week's
It
topic.
definitely. But I want to make a comment because you should look like a roll-on deodorant. I'm just saying.
That is a whole. Netta, look, that is a whole totally different show. That is a whole totally different show. What should you wear and not wear when you get a
Phil, log out of your computer right now. Just log out. Log out of your phone, whatever device that you're on, just log out of it.
But once again, a friend. Should your friend be able to tell you what you wear and don't wear? As a friend, should I be able to tell you, Phil, don't you put them pants on no more? Don't you put that sweater on no more? You better not wear that shirt no more. Because if you button up that shirt, the zipper gonna split and them buttons gonna hit me in the eye. I mean, or you don't wear them because ain't nobody wearing wide legs no more. We need straight. I mean, what? We ain't wearing different things. This is what should a friend be able to tell a friend what to wear and not wear. That's what I'm saying. Should
yes, that's a different show. That's a different type of.
That's a different show.
You know what? Log off.
What's his name? Wear pleats.
Was it double-breasted?
What's that man wear? Right, double-breasted. What's the man? Michael B. Jordan had pleats on. You better go look at some of his pants. That's all I'm saying. Michael B. Jordan had some pleats on, bud.
But if you looking like you about to suck a brick out of a wall, come on now.
I'm just saying.
Pick a cherry about stem. He done pulled me. I'm not doing this. We're not doing this.
That's why I said it's a different show. That's a different show. Different time, different show, different topic. But should you tell your friend? You know what? Let me mentioning what to wear and all this, that, and the other stuff. So, my hairstylist kind of she decided to quit doing hair, and so I've been doing a transition with the hair. So my hair is my hair. It's naturally curly and all that other stuff. How you feel about my hair? I just don't really care how you feel about my hair. You can tell me my hair look this way and it look better that way. I don't give a crap. And I'm good with that. You can express your feelings to me because at the end of the day, guess who hair it is? It's mine. So guess who's going to do what they're going to need to do with their hair? Me. So guess who's going to spend the money on getting their hair done? Me. Now, unless you want to spend money on my hair every week, then okay, then you probably have something to say. But until then, I really don't care. So one of my friends, my ride or die friends, I don't like your hair like this. I don't like your hair like that. I don't like your hair puffy either. Okay, but you still wear it puffy. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't like that either. But you
did slide it in.
So the blowout was fluffy because I'm a licensed stylist since 2003. So the blowout was fluffy.
And my thing is this: You can express yours and I express mine. But then they apologize because they thought they offended me. I'm not offended by how, but that's friends. I'm getting to the point where that's a friend for you. You know, where they felt bad after the conversation and they felt like they offended me by saying, I don't like your hair with the curly all the time. But that's my natural hair. And I know that. But they actually they really called me and apologized because they thought they offended me. That's what friends do. My point is that's what a friend should do. But at the end of the day, I was not offended by any means. Because guess what? Tomorrow the hair gonna be back curly. It's gonna be back to the naturalness, you know. When I'm doing something.
Well, personally, it was cute. You know what I'm saying? You had the 2 costume changes they weren't ready for. You know, you was on your Catwoman second half. So, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it was your day, your birthday. And if you want to come in a trash bag, if you don't want to see it, don't look. Excuse yourself. That's all.
That's what I'm talking about, sis. And that's what I'm saying. See, sisters like that one right there would be like, listen, here's this and that's that. That's why I love you. That's why I love you. Look, Netta Phil said, send him your friend's number and he'll tell him. Phil, we see you gonna have somebody. Netta friend gonna be so embarrassed. Phil to my 1979. See, if 1979 was a person, that's what it looked like.
Facts. And he
Don't get him
let him
number,
have,
'cause see,
wear him out.
don't do that because he about to catch telecommunications harassment. Yeah, we don't want that.
He knows it.
Man, we will wear him out.
Look, Phil, you and Netta, do not give him your friend's number. Don't do that. Don't give him your friend number because he gonna tell him. Don't give him Netta. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do not pass your friend number off to Phil because we know her brother. We know what he will do. Don't do it. Don't do it. Show enough. So we ain't doing that. So hey, good people, we have come to that time. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. You know that we'll be here. Hopefully now from 6 until now. I'm saying we're going into the aftermath. We are. I had to wait because I had to get my birthday party out the way, and I get one more big major thing out the way, and it's supposed to end this month. So when it's over, we'll be in the aftermath. We'll be back in the aftermath. We want you all to know this ain't the first time we started out and we did the aftermath. You know, we were every week in the aftermath. So I don't want nobody thinking that we copycatting or we doing this because we did it a long time ago.
We've been doing it.
Ain't nothing new with us and what we do and how we do things. So stay tuned and keep watching because we will be back up in the aftermath, and we definitely working on getting back up in there in May because we have to, because Stephanie has this big art show and we are definitely a part of it. So until then, until the meantime, between time, we have come to that part of the show where we got to leave you with some positive affirmations and some words of encouragement to get you through the rest of the week. Here we go.
My thing is keep your friends close and your frenemies out the door. Facts.
You heard it here first. It's Tuck Radio. Thank you guys for tuning in. We have global viewers. If you missed this, don't forget, wind it back. Have a little watch party with your friends. But every single Wednesday, we are here 6 p.m. So my favorite, my positive quote, I should say, is be the friend that you want someone to be to you. Be a complete friend. Get to know that person. Get to know their likes and their dislikes. Have those conversations. And if you feel like you've offended someone, apologize. You know, it's easier for you to apologize and they say, oh no, I wasn't offended by that. Like, you know, she just said. It's easier to do that instead of just walking around like you know that they kind of being different now because of something you said or something you did. Like, be the friend you want to have.
Period. Pooh. You know, my thing is, friends, you can't use that term lightly, but at the end of the day, know who they are. Know them when you see them. Know them if they're going to be there to be with you through thick and thin, no matter what. You know, the good, bad, and the ugly. Make sure you know who your friends are because everybody is not your friend.
Yep.
So by the end of the day, y'all know me, keep that positivity in. and that positivity will go out. But most of all, it's always better to give than it is to receive. And we're going to see y'all next week at 6 o'clock. And guess what? Ain't no telling where we're going to be next week. But all I can say is make sure you're watching because it's going to be hilarious. I can guarantee you that. All right? We'll talk to you next week. Have a good one.